Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Here, underneath the, was it brothel for slaking intellectual lusts, or some such, kind of sensate holdout, it seems to be. Certainly kind of a main area for the sensates. And we will be meandering around trying to learn things. I'm going to try and look at these sensory or experience stones, because these might also be useful. I know that the three we saw in the main area were quite useful. They might were quite useful for us. Being our scarred self, a nameless one. It might be useful to look at these ones as well, even if they don't give us anything. They might give us some ideas for the quests that we're working on around here, because we've got a couple around here. We need to find Vivian's personal scent. We need to find Delora's keys to her memory, keys to her heart. And Merriman wants us to... Where's memory? Oh, and we're looking for Aelwyn Fundamal. Right, yes, I remember that. Can't remember. Let's have a look. This clear stone, held in the mesh of engraved silver bounds, pulses with a brilliant inner light. Inscribed into its space is the word Eves. Okay. Don't think we're going to get attacked if we meander around, he says, vaguely, hopefully. I might regret that later. No, I'll think. This amber-coloured stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with soft yellow light. Inscribed into its base are the words Kamasi Adatung. Okay, so the people upstairs. So who's... Oh, these are going to roughly be where they're located, aren't they? So is this... What? No, they're not. Ignore me. This reddish-orange stone, held in a mesh of engraved silver bands, pulses with warm light. Inscribed in its base is the word Delora. Okay. So it looks like we're not going to get anything kind of insightful and kind of experiencey, or even questy. We're not getting anything. Yeah, Kesai Ceres. And we can't interact with them, so it's not like this is the puzzle that we need to move them into the right places. Marissa. Okay. I'm looking at all of these in the hope that one of them is helpful, or gives us a bonus other than just reading off the names, because I don't think the names seem to lead us anywhere. Vivian. Vivian was the Gorgon, wasn't she? I might be wrong. Echo. I need to check up on Echo. Echo's the one who doesn't talk, isn't she? We might have to go back to that shop and get some of those items. Nenny. I think that's what we might have to do. Juliette. I might try talking to her again. She might give us some more insight into what we need to do for her. Ooh, this greyish-white stone held in a mesh of engraved silver bands pulses with light. Something was once inscribed in space, but the writing has been scoured away.
Updated my journal.
Ooh, we found a thing. Journal. One of them was blank. Maybe we go and talk to whatever her name is. Was it Grace or something? Something.
Done.
We could try talking to Delora or talk to Echo again. Is Echo in here? Or is she in this one? I can't remember. We'll have to go and explore. Oh, there's Echo. Full from Grace.
How may I help you?
Questions? No.
I'm gone.
Where was Echo? Echo's there. Right. Striking young woman, skin of the colour of burnished copper, translucent white dress, held precariously back on the past. Greetings again. Sound of a hair sweet perfumes. I have some questions. She nods. May I ask why you can't communicate? Says subtly a nod. Are you emotionally wounded? Is that why you can't speak? She looks at you strangely and shakes her head slowly. Something else then. Did your voice cause someone's death or some other tragedy? She pauses at this, opens her mouth, and frowns. After a moment, she shakes her head. Do you know the word that will undo the multiverse if it is spoken? Her eyes are surprised that she gives you a beaming smile, rolling her eyes and shaking her head. There's none of those. I'm trying to find Vivian Scent. Do you know where it might be? Shakes her head, shrugging, gives you an apologetic look. Right, okay, nothing else there that's particularly useful, sadly. Let's just depart then. Wasn't there an item that helped you talk in the shop of weird items?
I'm gone.
Shop of weird items. The shop of weird items around here. I know I'm this Namel thing, this Aelwyn Namel thing, we're looking for Aelwyn for Namel, I think, I'm fairly sure. Oh dear, where are you going, guys? Yeah, guys, you're my two non-fighter people. Run away! That's gonna make it very awkward if I need to actually get in there.
Yeah, let's sample a little turtle eye.
Endure. I hear your path is mine.
Go upstairs. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have sent them round this way, because the slower ones would have done that, but still there's a degree of... That's still a silly thing to do. Right. Vrishchika. She appears to be busy. What do you mean you're busy? Oh, your dialogue is popping up. I have some questions. No. Let me see your merchandise then. Exotic items. Right, the Fiend's Tongue. Fiend's Tongue, a Cornigons, I think, but who really is it? Said that placed in the mouth of any living thing, it would give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. Yeah, I think we would want that. I'm wondering, like, how many of these are just going to take up inventory space and cost me money, but I think that's going to be useful for Echo. Let's take it. A wise choice. These items again. The Gorgon Salve. In theory, is this the one that's stops you? Your Gorgon Salve. Vrishchika holds it up for you. I traded for this with some sword-swinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think was his name. Smear on the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. So we've got there's a statue that I think this is used for in the gallery. But I'm not sure we should do it, is the thing. It might become useful later, but I don't know if we should buy it. Because I don't have an immediate... The thing is, there was another item that I don't see an immediate use for that I quite like. Well, this one, I think that's what the use of it is, but we don't know what's going to happen. Because we say, oh, maybe it's an angel, maybe it's a devil. So let me see something else. Let's not take that. The cube figurine. Toy, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings. So it's one of the Modron, isn't it? Collector's item, perhaps a piece of artwork. 1500, no. The monster jug. Plain looking jug, despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. Let's not, unless I have to. What chocolate quasit? Because the baby oil is made of real babies. Looks delicious. Imported from the lower planes. Rare, you know, quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar polymorphed into chocolate. Other things. Codex is inconceivable. I cannot explain it. Inconceivable. That word doesn't, etc., etc. Mere words simply won't suffice. You can know it yourself. A mere 1,000. Diva's tears. Collected from a diva. Fiend tormented the imprisoned angel. This is the thing. I'm tempted just to buy this because I assume it's going to be useful later. The thing is, I'm not sure that's true about the other items, but it's because it's an angel that might be useful. Let me see other items. That's the Jekyll and Hyde thing that that I'm very worried about. Found she possessed a darker half, a side of her which took control at times. It bade her do awful things. No, I don't see the point of that. The back. Yevon's ring. Almost invisibility. You become almost invisible. Uncovered ale mug. Usually keeps things icy cold. The ragdoll. It's obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain. This is found in the well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasures and forbidden magical texts. No thank you. Keeping things cold. Will that be useful? What are we doing? Like, I don't want to just randomly buy items. This is one of those items that if I were running a game and I had to give someone a magic item, I'd do something silly like this. I think it's because getting off on the side things, I don't like the D&D style of magic items of here's a +1, here is a +1 on your abilities. Now do something weird like this. Here is a really weird, kind of logically in-world useful item. You keep things cold if it's in the mug, the Aelstein. Look, it's really useful in an ordinary situation. For a hero, it might not be brilliantly useful, but suddenly you now have off-the-wall puzzle-solving options. I love this item, but I'm not sure if that's the reason I should buy it. If this were a point-and-click adventure game, considering I'm playing two of the things, I'd also be like, yes, that's a really cool item that is definitely going to be used for something. Is Planescape going to go down that route? It might do, actually. Yeah, I think I'll buy it. A wise choice. More exotic items. The tears. Do I want them? I can see this being like, because it's an angel's tears, I can see it being used for like curing something. Maybe it's an item that makes you... Ooh, maybe it's like an item that makes you immune to horrible things like poison and stuff. Maybe we will need it. Let's... why not? Let's buy it. I'm wasting money, guys. I'm wasting money. Stained Lens, don't know what that does. Frostdale Mug and the Tears. And the Fiend's Tongue. And while we're here, actually, my dear. Yes, I am. Weapons and charms, because I can sell some of my things, can't I? Thrice Blind Charm. What the... What is that? Invokes blindness. These 3 cranium rats' tails have been woven into a small charm. Despite the separation from their owners, they still twitch occasionally, as if irritated. Make them invisible. I can buy some. I think that might be useful to have the angleless eye. Glass eye seems to be a poor replacement for Ruon. When inserted into an empty eye socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Yeah, your armor class changes quite considerably, giving the wearer greater accuracy of weapons. Ashes of the Habulum. Not some usable, like, not so usable, like, yeah. Oh, these are the ones I can't use. Summons the Somine, Heart of the Fosterer. The Fosterer was a sorcerer who built his empire upon the plain of Shale many centuries ago. He was rumoured to have 3,333 hearts, each of them carried in it a different evil he had committed in his lifetime. One of the evils he committed was the discovery of how to summon the Somine, So mine, and bind them to his will. It is said that the fosterer was carried away by these beasts after he invoked them against some ancient foe, leaving only his heart behind. According to plain scholars, the so mine are fiendish horses said to have been born from the blood of the last of the nightmare lords. They're not so much flesh and blood as an abstract given substance. They come to anyone who seeks vengeance or revenge and binds themselves to them. They were born from a great treachery at the Gloom Meet, the time when the fiends gathered to speak to the others of their kind. The nightmares ride the skies to gather the fiends to this meeting, acting as messengers, while the fiends saw the nightmares as helpful, convenient allies. They'd grown tired of bartering with the last of the nightmare lords for his consent to use them. So the fiends called a Gloom Meet, only for the purpose of killing. They lured the nightmare lord there to kill him, and when he arrived, the fiends set upon him. He beseeched the other nightmares for aid, but they only watched, their eyes aflame as their lord was attacked. The fiends tried to put him in the dead book. They scattered the earth with caltrops covered with the foulest poisons in the hells, hurled barbed, cold iron spears a league wide into him, and when he tried to take to the air to escape, they turned the sky alight with magic, binding his eyes white. They struck at him with everything in their hateful arsenal, but no matter what they struck him with, he was too proud to die. They hounded him to the edge of the outlands, firing their cruel arrows and spears into him until he staggered into the hinterland mists and died there. Or so it is said. It is also said that as the Nightmare Lord stumbled into the mists of the hinterlands, his dark blood left a steaming trail across the landscape. Wherever his blood fell, the outland itself cried out, wailing like a banshee, uttering the cries the Nightmare Lord would not. Less than a year later, the Somien, I keep changing how I'm pronouncing it, I'm sorry, rode from the hinterlands, seeking out any nightmares and fiends where they could find them. The cries were the same as had risen from the blood wounds on the outlands, and the minds were focused solely on revenge. It is said that gripping the heart of the Somien and wishing harm upon another will cause them to appear. The Somien will answer the user's call, then fade into the mist from whence they came. Well, I can't afford that, and I can't use it. Spider bracelet. Spider bracelet. Spider bracelet. Scroll of Cloud Kill. That's another spell. What level is it? Level 5. Ooh, we could buy that. Buy yourself a bit of health. Well, Angler's Eye seems really useful. I mean, I could probably use that, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Because it's not only usable by me, but like, detect traps is not useful. I don't want to. I don't know. Could just buy a scroll and get a new spell. Yeah, let's do that. It's probably useful. Although now I'm rather bereft of money. I don't know if that's the much I thought. I don't want that. It's 4,000 money. But the person wishes to teach mortals the nature of evil. I don't want to use it. It's also made of human skin. I think let's sell it. Then we've got our items here that are probably not as... Yeah, that's certainly 99 gold copper lower. Items, but... the Memphis biting ring, which is useful, but you can't remove it. It's one of those. That's a cursed item I like. It's got a downside, but it's got an upside. Whereas you often get cursed items that are just like, ooh, here's a trap. You know, you don't want to really use it. Yeah, let's sell it. Now I can buy anything. Yeah, it puts the money up. Yeah, makes sense.